They discontinued the meteorite on the Daytona. Will it come back? I don't know. They're not picking up this beautiful new reference Panda Daytona. Clearly the polishing cream did its job, but you did it to the wrong watch. It's like they had a different style of bearings. Yeah, the condition is fantastic. And the dial looks great. You know, just fun for the viewers. Which guys would you prefer? A white gold chrono with this dial combination? Would you prefer the rose gold green? Let us know in the comment section down below. Came in, just kind of out of the blue. One of his buddies had brought him in. For us, what we try to do is we don't try to upsell. We don't charge 150 grand for a watch. Long term, it's just a much better strategy. Hit your margins. Don't take advantage of people. Look, we'll make our margin. We're pretty open about how much we make on pieces. They're not picking up this beautiful new reference Panda Daytona. That's just something that I was looking at before they came in, but came in just kind of out of the blue. One of his buddies had brought him in who had seen the channel and been watching this for a while. Yeah, he saw this and just instantly fell in love with it. And honestly, I can't blame him. The new reference Sky Dweller, I'm hesitant to say how much we sold it for because every time I do something like that and it's a great deal, I get shot, I shoot myself in the foot because then others are gonna, they reach out and they go, oh, hey, I'll take one for that. Sometimes we have great deals, sometimes we don't. But I will say that we were in between the 21 and 23 range. But we're very happy. We gave him a good price. And I'm sure he'll, enjoy this watch for quite some time. And he's also got, came in, where is that watch? Oh, came in with a beautiful Datejust. Look at this thing. So we got the...
I see a theme between the two here.
Yeah, it's the, oh, that's not the champagne. That is the Sundust style with the, it looks champagne with this yellow lighting.
Yeah.
We got the Sundust with the diamonds. We got a beautiful fluted bezel with the two-tone rose Jubilee. Man, this is just a fantastic watch. 126331. If you guys are interested in buying a 1266331, this one's not available. This one is our lovely clients, but we can source this. We can source anything. So, man, congratulations on that watch. And then, of course, congratulations on this one. Now, this one does fit, correct?
Yes.
We don't need to size it at all.
No, try.
All right.
If you need it,
yeah. Let's double check. I got all the tools we need to get this thing sized, but it's good.
No, I think I think it has to, the log has to be in the middle. What do you suggest?
Everyone likes to wear their watch different, so it's a personal choice. From the looks of it from here, I would say generally speaking, I might want to try to take one link out, get that centered. If it's too much, I think we can remove, we can move that the spring bar to get it a little bit closer in. I'll resize it.
That's a good joke.
There's a...
Alrighty, so we're gonna go to the Watchmaker real quick, and we're gonna be swapping the blue stick dial with the black before we ship this off. I think it'd be kind of a fun process just to kind of show you guys what a dial swap looks like, how the operation goes. It's a fairly simple service. It's a fairly simple thing to do. I have a 2021 mint condition full set with stickered clasp for $35,500. Okay. Yeah, we don't want anyone to know where he is.
Vacheron 5700. It even fits. That's like it was just popping up in the camera.
So these are great.
It's pop-ups.
Watchmaker is currently looking at the movement on the Panerai submersible that we picked up from the client at Armin's, and that same thing that guy was saying, that the gears were clipping and jumping. The hour marker was not working right. It wasn't keeping time, and so thankfully for us, our watchmaker is versed in Panerai, Rolex, Patek, many different watch models, and so he's taking a look at it right now, and yeah, I mean, right off the bat, he's just like, yeah, just this one little mechanism seems to be the issue, and so he's gonna swap it out, and we'll be back in working order, give that back to the client. And then we also have the dial swap that he's going to do today, and then another watch that we're going to look at, just double check the authenticity of the movement. So.
One of the wheels somehow, that's why I was wondering if he got it serviced. One, I could tell he's been changing out these straps because these screws are pretty jacked up, like they weren't using the right size screwdrivers. As you turn it and when it's pushed all the way in, it causes this wheel, the crown wheel, to move. The issue was the wheels on the winding pinion inside were not engaging with the crown wheel, and so it was just causing the, every time when you should have been winding, the hands would just be moving. Since it literally was just just user error in a way.
So here's the Datejust right here, and here's the factory dial. I want to make sure that it's factory, but I looked at it, looks great. There's fuzz in there just from whatever, so that it obviously needs to get aired out. But yeah, if we could swap, the dial looks great to me. If we could swap that, so put the blue in there, and then we'll get that shipped out today. And then the other thing was, if we could just real quickly open this up. Oh, yeah, this one's brand new, so we want to be very careful.
I'll take a quick look, and then what he did to repay me was he gave me a bunch of his old pocket watches. I was joking with him last time we saw him. I was like, he's got, so my wife's from small town in Nebraska, middle of nowhere. So he's got all these just like awesome hunting rifles, and I was like, how about I get one of those? He's like, well, my kids have already claimed most of them. But he's like, if I have any that they don't claim, I'll definitely let you know. I was like, perfect.
Flawless, like
It's fantastic. It's like they had a different style of bearings.
They did. It's a huge pain. So it actually had to be punched out, and then you'd have to replace it every time you service it. So you'd have to like literally fully remove it, and then you'd need a staking set just like that to literally hammer in the new one because it was friction fit on there. And so it's pain. This is so much easier.
Yeah, three screws, pop it out.
Yeah.
And so Rolex is like, okay, we'll screw them down.
Well, so this is free sprung, so there's not actually anything else touching the hairspring. So the
Right.
hairspring itself locks into there. And so it's glued into there, and then that's what just makes it hold its shape and keeps it breathing. So that right there adjusts the beat error. You adjust to get it centered just the right way. And it's like all these different little special things where it's like just the, so there's the, as you can see, there's a coil above that's up here that's not really moving because it's so close. And so this actually needs to be like at a very certain spot right here. So when this is stopped, it's like it actually needs to be X number of coils in, and like it has to be perfectly in the right place. Because if not, you go to time it out and say it'll be right on time if it's like this, but then you'll turn it sideways and you'll be losing several minutes a day. The hairspring, that pallet fork, and the escape wheel.
Is that almost zero?
6 seconds per day is what it's losing right there. And so most brands, you want it positive so that I can just adjust it up real quick. And so the rate, so you need average. So like this is the dial up position, dial down position, and then Panerai we test in 6 positions. So then we do crown down, crown left, crown right, crown up, and those are all the positions. And they need the seconds per day need to average, depending on the brand, usually about between zero and plus.
Does that say 170?
Yeah, just because I was spinning it around real quick.
Oh, so it needs
It'll just
to chill down, chill out.
And then beat error, which I can also adjust, they usually want it below 0.7, most brands. That pallet fork that was hitting the wheel, and so it's got X amount of room that it can move, and so the wheel's not ever, the hairspring's not ever going to go a full 360 degrees, and so however much of the angle that fork takes up and however much that hairspring can't breathe,
So we got a couple deals going on, and then actually tomorrow we got a nice package coming in as well. So excited to show you guys that. We'll film that same episode. But in the meantime, we'll start with this. Number one, this was not a purchase or a sale. This was a service. So we had a client who's local. This is a client of ours who's a very high-end chef, phenomenal guy, and he's a part of the Gaylord Texan. There's one in Nashville, and there's one right here in Grapevine. So we're in Southlake. Grapevine is a 5-minute drive. I mean, it's just all one, nice community here. He brought this in. He met us at Armand's, and it's a nice local little Italian restaurant. He actually had met a friend there who they drink wine every week or multiple times a week. He was basically dropping this watch off, which got serviced, and it's working and functioning perfectly now. It was a very inexpensive service. We did it basically at our cost. That's what we do for our clients. Man, we were gifted a nice little glass of wine. It was a very special wine. So yeah, stuff like that is just, it's very cool. It's the fun parts of being a part of this industry where you get to network, you get to meet people, and you get to have fun moments like that where you otherwise wouldn't have had. This right here is a Starbucks. We sold this one for $15,000. It's a 2022. There's a really special watch that he's trading in to get the Starbucks, and we're gonna be paying him like $58,000 on top. So as you can imagine, the watch that he's trading in is a much heavier hitter. So that's kind of one deal that we got going on. But let's see, in the meantime, before he comes, we've got 2 packages. I know what this one is. I know the client, I know the name, but for some reason I can't remember which watch this is. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up, and I'm sure my memory will come back to me the moment that I see it, but let's go ahead and open this up. I don't know if we're buying this watch, or if this is a consignment. I'm trying to remember. Open this box up. Okay, cool. All right, so, not a very good start. And, this wrapping job, look at this mess. On a safety perspective, we're looking at a, good, 8 out of 10. But the actual packaging, I'm gonna have to rate this like a 4.3 out of a 10. This is all taped up with bubble wrap. You know what that means? That means that I've got to be surgical about it. I've got to be very careful. I've got to go at a little angle so I don't hit the box. I mean, this is a disaster. I've seen worse, but this is not how you package it up. Like a part of the score is you got to make it. You can't make it too complicated for me. It's got to be a little bit easier than this. Okay, there we go. Now, I know what this is. I don't remember buying this. So I think I don't remember buying it or consigning it. But no, we obviously have a Rolex. And what we have here is no date sub. This is a 1-1, so not a 1-2. This is a 114060. Now, right off the bat, my first instinct is I see that this brushed finish looks horrible. And what I mean by that is this watch was clearly cleaned with a solution and cleaned with some sort of a polishing cream, potentially, or possibly just a polishing pad. You buy these online, but here's the problem is that this now has an improper brushed finish than what Rolex normally has. And to give a good example, let me go grab a no date sub real quick so you can compare and contrast. Here's a date sub. This is a no date. The brushed polish is identical. There's no difference. In fact, any brushed finish on a Rolex stainless steel model is going to look the same. Now, if you notice here, unfortunately, one looks a lot shinier than the other. Can you see that? There was one other watch that we saw this with, because you don't see it very often. Don't buy these solutions. Don't buy these polishing stuff, polishing creams. Clearly the polishing cream did its job, but you did it to the wrong watch, and that's the problem. With watches like this with the brush finish, get some soap, get some warm water, and get a very, very light bristle brush. If you want to do just the top or the brush finish, I would not recommend doing the bristle brush on the high polish, do it with your fingers, and then when you're done, let it air dry, or maybe you can pat dry it. You'll get some water spots, take a microfiber, rub it over, it'll look brand new. This watch was so worn that honestly, it was gonna need a polish regardless. So we're gonna get this back to factory finish, looking factory. It'll look a lot better than this. I'll look back and see what we agreed on and what we're gonna sell for, but we'll put the price right here for that No Date sub. And if you guys have been interested in a No Date sub, I'm sure this price is great. So feel free to reach out. We'd love to do business with you guys. But yeah, so that is a 4.3 out of 10 packaging. And in terms of the watch, I'm gonna have to give the watch care a 2 out of 10. This was a sourced watch that we sourced for a very, very good client of ours. This particular client and particular individual is a serious watch collector. And this watch is one that's been a grail piece of his. He's adding it to his incredible collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm gonna look at it. And then per his request, he wanted me to call him and go ahead and just confirm everything, give my opinion on the condition of the watch, the representation of the watch, everything. Obviously authenticity as well. But all of that he wanted just me to call and just confirm all those things with him. So right off the bat, some of you are probably thinking it's probably not, if it's a grail watch, it's probably not your run-of-the-mill Rolex. If anything, it's a big Rolex box. It's better to have that packaging than no packaging at all. And what he did do, and it was my label, was if you notice here, he added the extra label. That is fantastic. Congratulations to the dealer who did that. This is really rough looking. Man, I'm probably gonna rate this about like a 5.2 out of a 10. I will say some of you guys, since we've been rating these, have gotten very, very good at packaging. So it's not Rolex. I know that for a fact. Okay, so we have a Vacheron Constantin. I am so excited to see this watch. In fact, we have a watch that's similar in stock right now, and it's a 4300V. We have that one for just under, if you're watching this, just under $100,000. So if you guys have been interested in getting a 4300V, if that's been your grail watch, if you've been waiting for the right time, right now is the time. You know, the cheapest that I've seen online is $115,000. So we're beating any online prices anywhere around the world by over $15,000. I think that's incredible. And if you guys have been looking for that watch, if that's something that you've been wanting to buy, you've been eyeballing, or maybe you don't know about that watch, but you're interested. It's a top 5 favorite watch of mine. I was so thrilled and still am to have gotten that in stock. But not many buyers have the ability to dish out that amount of money. So it's gonna take a special buyer, but you know, I'm really excited to get that one sold. But we're gonna do some comparing and contrasting with this one. Now, you guys obviously are not here to look at the box, neither am I. Let's see what we got inside this box. Boom. There it is. The one and only 4500V Vacheron. This is a pink gold, rose gold. I am so thrilled to get this watch in. Here's the thing about Vacheron. The lacquer blue dial, you get lost in it. I mean, there's no end to it. There's so much depth to the dial, so much to it. I don't even know how to explain it. You compare and contrast that with the rose gold. It is a knockout piece. I mean, this is a watch that it knocks everything out of the park. I love this watch. Now, the dealer sold this watch to me in mint condition. Immediate first glance, this thing was barely touched. I mean, there's still some side stickers on the double deployment. This watch looks incredible. The second thing that I look for is when there's a high polish bezel, I look at the high polish bezel to see what kind of hairlines there are on there. Now, hairlines are inevitable. You're gonna get them. You know, especially with gold. You look at gold the wrong way, a strong wind comes by, you get hairlines. Like, that's just what it is. You know, looking at this, the hairlines are exceptionally minimal. And I mean, this watch looks phenomenal. It was worn slightly, probably, But again, this brushed finish on this bracelet looks absolutely incredible. Now, one of the things that's so versatile about Vacheron, when you buy this watch, is you're not buying one watch, you're buying three. And what I mean by that is you have the quick release system. You know, you get your thumb under here, you pull it out, and it easily comes out. You can switch this bracelet in and out so fast and so easily. The client said, I want to make sure that if I have the extra straps, I don't have to buy this extra gold, source it, that's gonna cost extra. Well, I made sure that whenever we sourced it, it did in fact have this. Now this crock right here, if you notice, that is straight as an arrow. This is unworn. To me, I would rather buy something that is a little bit worn because it's so difficult to bend this. not physically, I mean emotionally. It's emotionally hard to bend this when it's so perfect. You're like, oh, I'm about to bend it and mess it up. I'm half joking. I think this is a fantastic watch. A very, very comfortable underside, a very beautiful crock. And then of course you're complemented by a rubber strap. So what do you get? Okay, with a watch like this, what you get is you get your Saturday, I'm wearing, shorts and a shirt and I want to go casual but still have a high-end watch. You know what? I've got a dressier dinner, dressier night. I don't want to be too flashy. Bam, throw on the crock. You know what? I'm going to go full gold because I'm awesome and I can do what I want. Bam. That's what you got. So you can literally do whatever you want with this watch. And this isn't exclusive to this particular watch. This is really the way that Vacheron does their watches. When you buy a Vacheron, you get 3 watches. It's a 3-in-1 deal. So you can't go wrong with that. Something that I can really appreciate about Vacheron is the movements are fantastic. This one doesn't have as much intricacies as some other Vacherons have. So you get this beautiful rotor with this compass markings, very, very pretty open case back. You can of course see the hairspring and all of its components with that. I think that the complementary simplicity of there not being too much busyness going on in the dial is my favorite part of this. I love the fact that you can really see the deep blue, and this is exactly what the client said to me. I said, why choose the 4500V over the 5500V or 5510 or whatever nowadays. And the answer to that was that deep blue can really only be appreciated when it's uninterrupted. And I mean, he hit the nail on the head. Like, Rolex has their sunburst blue. You have some blues from Patek. Nothing is matched with Vacheron's blue. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's so deep. It's so rich. I don't even know, there's no other words to explain it. I mean, it's a phenomenal, fantastic, beautiful company with a beautiful history. It's one of the Holy Trinities. I mean, they've been one of the oldest watchmaking companies in the world. Even if it's not a brand that you like, you have to at least respect those facts. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna give this client a call and talk through whatever questions he has, see if he has any concerns. If not, I am excited to get this shipped out, not today, but tomorrow, and get it on his wrist ASAP.
Hi. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave your name, number, a detailed message anytime you call, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
I just wanted to, reach out and let you know that we got the Vacheron in. I looked everything over and it looks phenomenal. It looks amazing. I am extremely happy with the condition. It is not brand new, but it is as close as it can get as far as I'm concerned. So anyways, feel free to give me a call back. I do have a meeting in about 15 minutes. I'm going to be purchasing a watch and taking a client to lunch. Feel free to call me back if I cannot answer. I do want to make sure to take a little bit of time, obviously, to go over things with you and make sure that we're all squared away with everything. So anyways, give me a call back when you can and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Yeah, so basically, we have wanted to trade, wanted to trade this meteorite Daytona in. So this is a rose gold meteorite Daytona. It's a 116505. So it's the old reference Daytona, but this is actually a discontinued model, or discontinued combination rather, not model, but well, I guess technically the model is discontinued as well, but no, but they discontinued the meteorite on the Daytona. Will it come back? I don't know, but this is an absolute stunner. It's a fantastic watch. You came with a beautiful AP code there, so obviously, you have a wide variety of, collection. Kind of what drew you to wanting to get into the Starbucks?
I pick up a new Lamborghini on Monday.
Okay.
So
congrats.
We've got cash tied up in some stuff, and I'm like, it's just, and for a daily wearer, it still hits like a Rolex. You still got to get that pop of color.
Absolutely.
Get some cash pulled out of something and into something else.
Yeah, 100%. I figured maybe you wanted something that was a good summer watch. Yeah, the condition is fantastic, and the dial looks great.
How's the gradation in the dial?
Looks wonderful. Yeah, I think it has. The variations look fantastic. I love the variations on this one. It looks very, very nice. So we just got this beauty in.
A little VC?
Yeah, this one is absolute mint. Pretty much like new.
That's beautiful.
What are the details on that trade?
Gorgeous.
Josh is trading 3 watches?
So yeah, 3 watches. So like a no date sub, some random Datejust with like a smooth bezel. And then you have the 228-235 rose gold white dial date 8. So he's trading those 3 in. It's almost a straight trade. He put 2,500 on top. But yeah, these go for like mid 5s, like 55, somewhere around there.
Yeah, what's he trading for?
For this.
Oh, so he's trading for this one.
Yeah, so he's trading those 3 watches
for this.
To get this. Yeah.
Got it.
So he's got a pretty vast collection. Elongate and Son. He's got
some serious weight to it.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. So this is a 4300V. That one we're selling for basically $100,000. That is an absolute stunner. It's an ultra thin.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you turn to the side, you can see
a significant difference.
Significant difference. It's a perpetual calendar. It's got a beautiful open case back.
Yeah, the perpetual calendars are incredible.
Yeah, so that is an absolutely it's a stunner of a watch. So having both of these in at the same time is just kind of cool. You can compare and contrast a little bit. But
I was going to do it though. I like the weight of it though.
The weight of it, yeah.
Yeah, like if you're going to do it,
have the weight, yeah.
Like in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that if you have the weight, it's kind of a daily, or it's an hourly reminder throughout the day. You've got serious weight to it.
Yeah.
That one, it's there, still has some good weight, but obviously being an ultra thin, it's not going to be, as heavy. I don't know. I thought you might enjoy, seeing that.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
We have a code in, but it's the green dial with the rose. It's the rose gold case with the green dial.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I have seen that.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it?
So I like the rose gold on that. For whatever reason, on this one I like because it's like that blue-black lacquered.
Yeah.
And I like it with the gray because you're talking like a summer watch. I've never.
It looks awesome.
Even when I bought it from AP, I didn't ever put the black straps on it. That's the way it came.
Yes.
And I immediately changed it to a brown camel that matches a pair of my shoes for work. And then now for the summer, I changed it to this, and I think it's probably one of my favorite combinations with just the kind of the blue and pop. So I like the rose gold and green, but maybe not on an AP. I prefer that on more if you're doing like a day. Like love that.
Yes.
Olive green dial.
Yes.
So
yes. Just yesterday we sold the yellow gold green date 8. It was brand new, fresh. Kind of sold a little low.
Coined the term, it's my wife's term for like the stealth wealth. But it's one of those that if you're like in a business meeting, if you don't know it's an AP, most people just think it's just like steel watch. They're like, I have no idea that it's solid white gold.
Exactly. And honestly, I think the codes get a bad rap just because they're widely available. But
I think it's a beautiful watch. But yeah,
no, it is.
Yeah, it's not their royal in any which way, shape, or form.
Right. Actually, do you mind if I go grab the green one so we can compare and contrast on there?
It's the one that has the powder blue dial.
Yes.
That she's just like
she just lose her mind over it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we got 2 codes here. Obviously, I think this one is this looks awesome. I love this combination. I mean, like the moment you walked in, I noticed it, and I'm like, oh man, that's a really nice combo. But just fun for the viewers. Which guys would you prefer? Would you prefer white gold chrono with this dial combination? Would you prefer the rose gold green? A little bit more simple look. Let us know in the comment section down below. See which one you like, which one you prefer. Or do you just not like the codes? Which I don't. I mean, just because they're available doesn't mean that you can't marvel at the fact that it's obviously a phenomenal luxury watch. Okay, so I'm thinking your wrist size looks like it's similar to mine, probably 1 link off, and then adjust the
Yeah, because that's got the quick and set inside, right?
Yes,
yeah. So
exactly.
Probably a good place to start.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if it's 1 or 2, probably 1, yeah.
We'll probably go with a 6-4, so 6 on one side, and we'll probably try 4 on the other, and then see how that looks pushed in. It should be good.
And I didn't ask, this one comes with all the original links, right?
Yes, yeah, no, everything's, yeah, it's fully linked, original links and everything. Yeah, no, everything is good.
Yeah.
No, I'm randomly adjusting it, so yeah, you can take it off, adjust that glide lock.
I think we did the glide lock in like 1.
Yeah.
Oh, is it out?
No, yeah, it's somewhere in the middle. Yeah, you can pull it and then adjust it however you want.
I think.
Yeah, but we'll definitely get it to fit.
No, that's perfect.
There you go.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go.
Sweet, let's get a shot on my wrist there.
It's 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. almost.
Right.
I haven't adjusted it yet.
No,
So.
just give you a hard time. No, I mean,
Yeah, it's not brand new, but it looks very good. I mean, I personally be very happy with it. And, and of course, if we were getting brand new, there's a premium for it. So
yeah.
I don't think it's worth it at all. But do you want to wear this out or?
I'll wear this out. We'll just put it in the box.
Okay,
Yeah.
Perfect. Wear this out.
No, I'll wear the AP out. Yeah.
Oh, the AP out.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I put this behind the box over
Yeah,
here.
I forgot.
I'll wear this out. You're like, okay.
Yeah, I was.
You want to wear it out and you want to put it in the box?
I thought you were pointing to this, the meteorite.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't think you understand what we're doing here.
Yeah. I think you misunderstood what the trade looks like. And you're like, how does this work?
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah.
At the very latest. So.
And so I put in, so there'll be a place for my banking information in there?
Yeah, so it'll be recipient's name, bank address, banking info. I mean, everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everything that I need, and then we'll get everything executed. So, who do you bank with?
Chase.
Perfect. So I bank with Chase. So it should hit immediately the moment that we execute it. It should be within 5 minutes.
Awesome.
So okay, perfect, awesome, man. Well, again, I'll walk you to the door.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
man. Of course.